Later this month, some of the top experts on family law will meet in the Mid-South to discuss divorce and how it affects many families. The event is called Divorce Practice with Larry Rice. Memphis attorney Larry Rice and his son, attorney Nick also Rice, is here this morning to tell you more about the upcoming conference. And gentlemen, thank you. Did I say that right? Nick also, you guys are father and son, right?
Yes,
right.
sir.
Yeah, that's kind of unique.
He's third generation, I'm second generation. My dad started the practice back in 1951.
And what's the name of the practice once again?
Right now it's Rice, Amundsen, and Caperton.
All right. Well, look, now tell us about this seminar that you have going on.
Well, we've been doing this for about 10 years. I've been doing lectures for about 20 years. Now, it's a small part of my practice, but I'll enjoy teaching other lawyers. And you know what they say about teaching. The person that you teach the most is yourself. And so we go over the divorce practice from getting clients oriented to what's going on all the way through preparing for settlement or trial, all the way through the end. And it's a 2-day program.
And Nick, this is like grad school for anybody trying to get into family law, when you say?
Well, if you're going to go into family law and you're going to specialize, you know, you go to law school and then you pass the bar and you got general knowledge of everything. If you're going to try to specialize in family law or you want your practice to be geared towards that, the good thing about Dad's lecture is, and his books that he puts out, that gives you all the fundamentals that you need for a divorce practice. And now he's added on an additional track to that where we go in and we get into more of the specialized things. So you go to Dad's lecture on one day, you learn the fundamentals, and then you move the next day into things like mediation, how to settle things, how to get ready for trial, all the way to drug testing, paternity testing. So you get a whole array of everything.
And I heard some interesting topics, like how do you know when your spouse is cheating and things like that. What else do you have? When you have the one for how do you know when your spouse is cheating, what's that about?
Well, we've got some DNA people, we've got some private investigation people, we've got finding those facts. And it's interesting no matter where you're from in the country, because some states like Tennessee have fault, some states like we're having people from Colorado coming this year don't have fault. It's still important to know those things, for people to emotionally deal with what's going on.
And when we look at the whole practice of divorce, you guys are divorce attorneys, but I hear the term family law. You like that term better?
Some people do. I just think we ought to be honest up and call ourselves divorce lawyers, but some people just go, no, I don't want to gut up and say I'm a divorce lawyer, I want to be a family lawyer. But you know, I do very, very few adoptions. That's family law. Okay. What I guess I do more is unfamily law or anti-family law.
I'd say family law is the more PC term.
Yeah, I would agree.
And divorce lawyer is the harsher term.
And I've heard that, you know, it's not looked at as just the part of dissolving a marriage. You get into, like you said, family law, what to do with the kids, how to go forward, and those kind of things. And then it's not always antagonistic, right?
No, the best divorce you can have is the one that's the smallest divorce, has the smallest footprint, that nobody talks about, that nobody learns any lessons about, that's moved quietly through the system. And we've had a bunch of those recently where we've had what could have been potentially big, bad cases that we've been able to resolve peacefully. And mediation, one of the things we're going to be covering in the second track that Nick's in charge of, it helps lawyers and the parties get there without having to go through the litigation.
And you've got the legislature and the courts now really promoting settlement in divorce cases. You know, that you're not going to have those big drawn out trials. I mean, it still occurs, but what they're trying to get people into more is, you got into this marriage yourself. If you're going to get a divorce, at least put forward a good faith effort to try to dissolve this on your own, which is going to save everyone time and money.
All right,
and that's what it's all about.
They're wrapping us up right now. Nick Rice, Larry Rice, two attorneys here in the town. The workshop is called, the seminar is called Divorce Practice with Larry Rice, and it will be held March 18th and 19th at Harrah Casino in Tunica. Got it?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Stay tuned. More news, weather, and sports are just ahead this morning on Action News 5 Weekend.